Hey, I'm Robyn.
Hey, I'm Jason.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video.
And welcome to our apartment. We live here in Brooklyn, New York with our 14-year-old cat, Wolfgang, who is sleeping right behind us right now.
Hopefully you've had the chance to take a look at our profile or our book. We couldn't really fit everything in there, so we're looking to use this video to tell you a bit more about ourselves and our adoption journey. When Jason and I got married 5 years ago, we started talking about how we wanted to start a family, and adoption was something that I was interested in. I have an older brother who's adopted, so knowing that adoption was an option to create like a happy, healthy family has always been in the back of my mind, and it's something that I've kind of always known I've wanted to do. But it wasn't easy for us to make that decision.
No, we took a lot of time on it. For me, adoption was never really on my radar. I didn't know anyone growing up who was adopted. But once I learned more about the process and understood it better, I went from nervous to really excited and even grateful for the opportunity. From the first moments we started dating 9 years ago, Robyn and I have both expressed how excited we are to be parents. It's something that from a young age we both knew, when we're older we're going to be parents and we're going to be great parents. And I think as our relationship has progressed, one thing that has grown is that confidence and certainty in each other and in our philosophies, and knowing that we believe the same things when it comes to children and parenting. We try to spend as much time with our friends' kids and with our nieces and nephews as we can, with our cousins' kids and so on. We really believe that a child should always have room to grow in whichever direction they want to grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think that's the most important thing that we're agreed on. It's really important to us that our child know exactly who they are, and so where they're from and their history is a part of that. And we're really excited about the idea of an open adoption because to us it means just more people who love this child. And we know that it can mean a lot of different things, but we would love to have a relationship with you and for our child to know you in whatever way you're comfortable with.
We both come from big families.
Yeah.
I grew up in New Hampshire with two siblings. My parents and my aunts and uncles all lived either in Maine, Massachusetts, or New Hampshire as well. And so all our holidays are spent together. We've got, 20 people in the same room for Easter or Christmas, and everyone's always happy to see each other, and we always eat well and give gifts, and those are the kind of traditions I grew up with, and I'm excited to pass them down to the next generation. And I know the same for Robyn.
Yeah, I grew up in Chicago with a big extended family. My grandparents and all of their cousins were in Chicago, so I know my third cousins actually pretty well. And it's really special to have those kinds of familial relationships with people, regardless of how close in blood relation they are to you. Jason's family's still in New Hampshire. Most of my family's in the Midwest. And so traveling to visit family is something that we've started doing pretty regularly. And it's something that we look forward to continuing, as well as traveling other places too. Before the pandemic, we really enjoyed being able to take an international vacation a year.
We really think those opportunities foster so much more awareness, and giving our child the same experiences is only going to make them a more informed, a more appreciative citizen of the world, someone who can really look outside their own scope and have that compassion and empathy for other people.
Yeah, it's also one of the reasons why we live in New York City. Having access to all sorts of different cultures, food, art, music, just hearing different languages spoken when we walk outside. It's something we really value. And we really see adoption fitting into that because diversity of experience is what's important to us. And so having that connection to a life that's maybe a little less typical, but can bring so much joy and happiness, and that kind of shift in perspective is something that we're really excited about cultivating for our children.
And our family's really excited about it too.
Yeah.
Also, we've really fostered an amazing second family of friends and loved ones here in the city. So now we have a group of 20, 25 people who we know are going to love our child as much as any other aunt or uncle could. Some of them already have children, so it'll be like having cousins right in the city. These are people we travel with, we celebrate holidays with, and we're just so excited to introduce them to our child and our child to them. I think what drew us to each other from the start was common experiences. We both love movies, we both love games, we both love sports. We both grew up with these big, loving families. And we want to make sure that our child has the same opportunities to pursue the passions that they have that we did. And it's important that our child knows that they're loved and that they're supported and that they are appreciated for who they are and who they're going to be.
Yeah, something that we have come to understand about ourselves and about each other is that even though we aren't particularly religious people, we are spiritual people. I was raised Jewish, Jason was raised Catholic, and the lessons that we took from those faiths are really important to us. And that's having compassion, having empathy, and acceptance for everyone.
Yeah. Both of us feel like our faith-based lessons that we learned as children have really helped sculpt us into who we are as adults now. And we wanted to unify us as parents, and so while we may not be attending weekly services, our children will learn the same lessons from us that we learned as children. And they're going to be given every opportunity to succeed and to discover themselves.
Yeah, it really just feels like we could keep talking. We really appreciate you taking this time to learn more about us. We hope this video has answered some of the questions that you had about who we are and about who we'd be as parents, as well as our adoption journey. We are not guarded about any of that, and we hope to be able to answer more questions from you in the future if that's what you choose. We sincerely know that the adoption journey is very challenging. It has been challenging for us so far, and we can only imagine what it's been like for you. But our deepest hope for you is that you make the choice that's best for you. And we thank you for even including us in that process a little bit.
Thank you so much.